This is a Claude setup for a photography business. It has the business context, customer FAQs, a simple website, and it has a quote workflow for customer inquiries. So if someone asks for a family shoot, an event shoot, or a studio session, Claude already knows how the business should respond. That is what we are building in this video. But before we build it, you need to understand the few parts of Claude that actually matter. So when you open Claude, this is what you see at first glance. If you don't have an account, setting up one is very easy. Just go to claude.ai, sign up with your email, then once you're in, you'll land on a similar page. So what you get to see here is a number of sections. So we have our chat section here, and this is of course where you get to enter your queries. Then here we have a plus icon, and it has a number of items that are available, like adding files to your chat. You can take a screenshot, among other things, which we're going to be touching later. Then here you can select the model capabilities. So just recently Fable 5 has been launched, and it's actually available in some of the accounts. Then you can just check under it, and you're going to see a number of other models. You can also choose the effort. Here I normally prefer going Opus 4.8 with the effort at high. Then another useful feature that I like using a lot is this microphone feature, and it allows me to speak to the microphone to populate the chat box. Then just under here, these are just some quick actions which are not relevant to what we shall be doing. Then to the left side, you're going to see the first navigation item, which is the new chat. As straightforward as it says, it's how you create a new chat. Then here you can see all your chats, then projects, which is something we're going to be touching today. Then artifacts, so these are just resources that are created whenever you chat with Claude. And customize, this is where you get to integrate with other third-party tools. Then here we just have some quick products offered by Claude. Now we'll need to have this as a real setup, and how we're going to kick this off is I am going to create a project called snapshot photography, and I'll give you a quick glance of what snapshot photography does. And how we get to do this is we come to the left navigation, then click on projects. Then once you're here, you get to see all the recent projects you've created. But then we are more interested in this new project button. Then we can call it snapshot photography. And what are you trying to achieve? So I'll just paste in the actual description which I have read. So this is the prompt, and it says snapshot photography is a Nairobi photography business that helps families, couples, small businesses, and event hosts capture clean, warm, professional photos. And I can just create the project. So this is ready, and straight away you're going to see a different interface here. So there's memory which is going to be activated once we start chatting with Claude within this specific project. Then we have instructions, and I'll be populating this in a few. And files, this is where you get to have some reference documents for your project. So the project exists now, but Claude still needs to know the business. Now I add the business information, and this tells Claude what snapshot photography does and the services it offers. So how we get to do this is I'll just come to this section where we have files, click on the plus icon, then add text content. Then here I can say about snapshot photography, and I will just paste the about right in this content section. So this is the content, and just a quick glance, we already had context of this as I was creating the project. Now what I've just given it is the brand voice and the audience, which is a bit straightforward. Then just click add content. Next thing is I will just give it more context on the services snapshot photography offers. So just click on this again, then add content. Title is going to be snapshot photography services. Then for the content, I will just paste it right in this section. So just a quick glance, here are just a number of services snapshot photography offers, then some common booking details needed, customer name, shoe type, and number of people. I've just kept this simple, but of course there's more things you'll need like budgets and other things. So I think we are looking good, and I'll just click on add content. Something else we can include is clicking on the instructions. So just click on the plus icon, then I'll just do some simple instructions where I say keep the tone warm and professional. Then I'll just save this. Now we can ask Claude to create something customers will actually use. The first useful thing we will create is an FAQ document. So normally customers ask the same questions again and again. Things like how much is a shoot, where are you located, do I need to pay a deposit, and the likes. And that's what I'll just include in the chat now, so that we can get proper responses to these questions, so that the next time a customer asks, we have the responses ready to go. So I will quickly paste in a prompt that I had ready, and all it says is give me proper responses to these questions frequently asked by clients. And the questions are here, so this is just to give us a starting point, and then I'll just click send so that Claude can generate these for us, and it's going to store the final output in our project files. And Claude has just completed this, and we now have proper detailed responses to the frequently asked questions. So I think we are good to go to the next steps. Now we can use the same business context to create a simple website, and this is where most people overcomplicate things, because you do not need a perfect website plan. You just need a clean first draft. So we just need something like a plain homepage about services, why choose us, and an FAQ section, and of course a contact section on how our clients can reach us. So I have a prompt ready for this, and I'll just paste it in, and all it says is create a simple website. I should probably remove that. So create a simple website for snapshot photography, just giving it a number of inputs it's going to take in, and we already have a good number of these already in the project. Then the different sections the website should have, and keep it clean and direct. Maybe one thing I probably need to do is upload or attach the logo of snapshot photography in this, so that we can use it going forward. And that's good to go, and I can just click on send or enter and wait for the final result. So Claude has just finalized on the website, so I can just click on this specific part to expand it so that we can see how the full thing looks. So I really like the first page, very nice and clean. It's also very simplistic and minimalistic, which is a very good touch. So here you get to see the about and the different offerings we have. Also, you get to see the different services here, then why choose us, then some frequently asked questions here, and it's also very responsive with the different FAQs. Then finally, get in touch with us, which is what we wanted to finish with. Now that we have the website more or less ready, the next thing is we'll need to create what we call a skill. And photography businesses normally send quotes all the time, and that is a repeated task. So this is where a skill makes sense. And simply, a skill is just a saved process of the business. And for this one, the quote needs a few details, something like the customer name, the shoe type, shoe date, amount, and if any detail is missing, Claude should ask before writing the final quote. So in order to create the skill, we'll have to go back to our chart. So I'll just minimize this, then close it from there. Then at this point, I will just paste in a prompt that I have ready, and it says help me create a Claude skill for snapshot photography PDF quotes. Quotes should also have a logo, and the skill should create customer quotes or quote drafts using customer name, shoe type, shoe date, amount. And of course, this is a very simplistic version for the sake of explanation, but you can always expand this further. And maybe something else I can do is just call another Claude skill called skill creator that's going to help us create this repeatable skill. Then once this is ready, just click enter and let Claude do its thing. And Claude is finally done, and to the right you're going to see the quote it generated. So maybe there's some slight improvements it can make, maybe like aligning the lines and everything, but I think generally it's looking good because it shows it's a quotation. Then there is the quote number, and you can give it guidance on how to generate this. It also included our logo up there, then a 50% deposit to secure your date. I don't even think I gave it this, and but it went ahead and did it. Then at the end we have the footer and the contact information on how to reach us. So we are looking good with the skill, and the beauty of it is, so whenever I come to my chart and just click on snapshot quotes, I can always reuse the skill to generate quotes. So in this case you can say generate a quote for maybe a random name, could be maybe even my Twitter, for a wedding shoot for 100,000 shillings on, maybe we can give it 19 July 2026, and just click enter and wait for Claude to do its thing. And just like that, you're going to see a quotation generated. And the beauty of it is you don't even need design skills for this, because Claude is going to take care of this for you. So maybe the only thing you'd probably need to do is just give it feedback to ensure that the date issued section is aligned, and probably any misalignment you notice, maybe like the snapshot for photography text in the footer. But I'd say all looks good. Then I think we can move on to the next step. So now we shall do a quick recap of what we've achieved. So I'll just minimize this once more, and just a quick glance of where all this started. So we created a project, and the project is called Snapshot Photography. And inside Snapshot Photography, you're going to see details about Snapshot Photography, starting with the project name and the project description. Then once we completed setting up the project, we came and added some few files here. And the first one was the snapshot photography, or about snapshot photography, which is this. Then the second one is the snapshot photography services, which is this. And this was saved to the project very well. And we created our first chart within project, which is this specific project. And maybe just a quick recap of how we started this. We quickly created some FAQs, then went ahead and created a website, and I think it's somewhere up here. So this is the FAQ, and this is the website. So all this was done with Claude, and it took us barely 20 minutes to complete. this full setup. So that's mostly it for today's video. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one.